So I was out taking pictures of my son's first baseball game a couple of weeks ago, and the dreaded happened. Yeah, that's right. I dropped my camera on the cement. So let's talk some more about it. I'm Rob Sutton, and I enjoy reviewing tech that we encounter in our everyday lives. I also have a serious obsession with modifying everything. So follow along as we take a look at tech in a different way. So that's right, as I was going back to my seat, my Sony A7 III left my hand with my 70-200 f4 lens on it and smacked the ground flat on it, bounced up once and came back down again.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
If you've ever done that, you know how much of a slow motion event that is as you watch all that money just go down in a crushing fashion. So one of my bigger worries when I first came onto the mirrorless platform with the A7 III is that the bodies are not as heavy and robustly built as like I was used to with my 5D Mark IIIs. When I used to hang those 5D Mark IIIs off the end of a car, they would come off every now and then and hit the ground. That big heavy magnesium body took the hit a lot better and didn't scratch up as much or dent or cause any other issues with the camera. With the mirrorless bodies, they are smaller, more compact, which makes it so they're a lot easier to take a lot of different places, but it also does mean they are not built with that same kind of mass I was used to out of the Nikons and the Canons. However, when this camera took the hit, it took it pretty well. So it was scratched up on the top and the bottom, and it did have this error message that popped up that I had to go ahead and turn it off and turn it back on to reboot the camera to get rid of the error message. But everything seems to be functioning perfectly, except for some scratches that I need to cover up with a Sharpie just to kind of get rid of my OCD of looking at them every day. So I was lucky enough though that this camera came flat down on the bottom of the camera and then flipped over. It didn't come in at an angle, it didn't hit one of the corners, it didn't hit the screen that could have cracked. If a camera was going to fall, it fell about the best way possible. Now, I can't say the same for my 70-200 f4. While luckily it still functions as normal, I do think the barrel is bent. If you see, the focus ring won't go farther than about 1/8 of an inch. So with this, we'll have to go off for service if they even fix it at all. Fortunately though, the autofocus still works, so I'm still able to use it for the rest of the day, and I can use it for now until I actually send it in. But there is obviously something wrong internally with this lens, so I am going to have to send it off. Accidents happen, people are used to this, so it should be an easy fix, even if it is costly, but we'll be able to get it all figured out. So like I said, I was really surprised with the durability of the A7 III coming down hard on cement from about my height, where I'm 6'2" with the heavy lens on it, so it was coming down quickly. I am probably going to look into a small rig or something like that that will create more of a barrier between the camera and the ground in case it happens again, and I just need to be more careful. But luckily it didn't ruin the camera. We're still able to use it, and it was a good learning lesson for me. So learn from me, don't do the same. So while we have some downtime and we're stuck in the house, I won't be using this 70-200 very often, so I'm gonna go ahead and send it off and get it repaired now. And good thing my camera's all right, so we can still use it while we're all quarantined up in here. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, hit up that comment section. Be sure to like this video and subscribe for more video content like this in the future. And until then, on to the next one. Thanks guys, see ya.